I can't believe a constitutional body where all the finance ministers from all states are sitting, and not until Honorable Member Sashikant Senthil says they would have allowed me to happily pay my debt, central government's debt, with that compensation cess amount. Are state finance ministers not powered enough to question me on that? And here is an honorable member telling us compensation cess being used to pay centre's own debt. I don't know how to respond, sir.
तमिल में
This is greatly misleading the
तमिल में
House.
बता दो जो वहाँ संदेश चल जाएगा.
Should I, sir?
तमिल में बताओ जो संदेश चल जाएगा.
Thank you very much, sir. மதிப்பிற்குரிய உறுப்பினர் சசிகாந்த் செந்தில் அவர்கள் காம்பன்சேஷன் செஸ் மூலமாக வரும் வருவாயை மத்திய அரசு, அது தமிழ்நாட்டில் ஒன்றிய அரசு, மத்திய அரசு தன்னுடைய கடனை தீர்ப்பதற்காக உபயோகிக்கிறது என்று சொன்னார். பார்லிமெண்ட் லாங்குவேஜில் அது ஒப்புதல் இருக்குமோ இல்லையோ, அப்பட்டமான பொய். அதான் அதுக்கு முன்னாடி நான் சொல்லிட்டேன், நீங்க சொல்றது முன்னாடி அது பார்லிமெண்ட்ல ஒப்புதல் இருக்குமோ இல்லையோ, இல்லைன்னா அதுக்கு மாத்திக்க வேற லாங்குவேஜ் போட்டுக்காங்க. பொய் அது. நான் திருப்பி சொல்றேன் சார், आप चाहिए तो उसको हटा दीजिए, अनपार्लियामेंट्री है तो. ஆனா அது பொய் இல்ல. இப்பேற்பட்ட ஒரு ஆதாரமற்ற ஒரு குற்றச்சாட்டை இந்த பார்லிமெண்ட்ல சொல்றது அவதூறுக்கு சமானம். நீங்க நிக்கங்க வேணாங்களே, நான் திருப்பி சொல்வேன் சார். If it is unparliamentary, you may please remove, sir. You are the honorable speaker. मगर I will say it, क्योंकि ये मुझे लग रहा है जैसे वो आरोप मेरे ऊपर डाल दिया बेबुनियाद, मैं आरोप अभी लगा रहा हूं सर. ये जानबूझ करके बोला गया, ये गलत है. केंद्र सरकार कॉम्पनसेशन सेस को उपयोग करते हुए उनका ऋण क्लियर करता है. इसका मैं मानती हूं जीएसटी काउंसिल का अपमान है. जीएसटी काउंसिल में बैठे हुए वित्त मंत्रीगण को यह जानकारी नहीं होगा अगर मैं वैसे करती हूं. ये तमिलनाडु का एक सांसद बोलने का विषय में मुझे शर्मिंदा होना पड़ रहा है सर. Member of Parliament, Honorable Sashikant Senthil ji should please withdraw that statement. It was wrong. இது உண்மை இல்லை. பரவாயில்லைங்களா உங்களுக்கு? உண்மை இல்லை. நான் பொய்யன்னு சொல்றதை விட உண்மை இல்லைன்னு சொல்லிட்டேன், அசத்தியம். ஆனா அவர் இந்த ஆதாரமற்ற குற்றச்சாட்டை சொன்னதுனால ஆனரபிள் ஸ்பீக்கருக்கு நான் ஒரு விண்ணப்பம் வைக்கிறேன். அதை அவர் வித்ட்ரா பண்ணணும். அவர் சொன்ன அந்த லைனை வித்ட்ரா பண்ணா அவர் இங்கே இல்லை. ஆனால் டெஃபினெட்லி ஐ எம் ஷுவர் இஸ் வாட்சிங். அப்படியெல்லாம் நடக்காதுங்க. இங்கே இந்த பார்லிமெண்ட்டில் அனுமதி இல்லாமல் ஒரு பைசா கூட இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. அது ரூல்ஸ் மூலியமோ நோட்டிஃபிகேஷன் மூலமோ நடக்காது. सर अगेन बीडी के विषय में बहुत सारे ऑनरेबल मेंबर्स ने बताए. लेबर वेलफेयर स्कीम्स क्या है, उनके ऊपर कुछ कैंसर का दिक्कत है, उनका वो इलाज के लिए कुछ इंतज़ाम है कि नहीं, ये सब. आई वांट टू हाईलाइट सर, लेबर वेलफेयर स्कीम का it has 3 components, namely health, scholarships for their children and housing. Healthcare facilities through 10 hospitals and 279 dispensaries are being offered for BD workers. Reimbursement of expenditure for specialized treatment bhi hota hai, that's also provided. Cancer, tuberculosis, heart diseases, kidney transplantation, for all this money is given. They are not being charged. Either they are given in advance or they are being reimbursed. Financial assistance for education of children of BD workers from class 1 to college or university, ranging from 1,000 rupees to 25,000 rupees per student per annum, depending upon the class in which that student is or the course in which that student is already being provided. Then subsidy of 1.5 lakh rupees per beneficiary for construction of Pakka house is being given under revised integrated housing scheme from 2016. RHS has been now converged with Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. So beyond this, there is also the public distribution system, Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, PM Swanidhi, Kaushal Vikas Yojana, Suraksha Bima Yojana, Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. All these will take care of the BD workers. I can't see senior member रमा शंकर राजभर जी समाजवादी पार्टी, वो भी बहुत इमोशनली इस विषय के ऊपर बात किए. मैं उम्मीद करती हूं कि उनके प्रश्न के लिए मैं जवाब भी दे रही हूं और देती हूं. So Honorable Member Supriya Sule ji, she had raised this very important question in general about the excise, for which I think in the name of other members I've given an answer. Sir, in passing, but I think she meant it, Honorable Member raised this question about IMF and data issue. I would want to use this opportunity to explain that that debate was very ill-informed. IMF has actually said India's overall healthy economic performance is what the report concentrates on. Literally, most of the report focuses on it. But on the data ranking, I want to say, sir, IMF rates data quality from A till D. A, B, C, and D. They don't have the A plus, A minus, which happens in most universities. And A means data is adequate for surveillance. B means data has some shortcomings but is broadly adequate. C means data shortcomings could somewhat hamper surveillance. That's where we are put. And D, serious shortcomings that hamper surveillance. We are ranked C. The ratings are part of IMF report on Indian economy, which expects India's GDP growth to grow at 6.5% level in 25-26, the current year. Growth it recognizes in private consumption, macroeconomic stability, and also resilience of the Indian financial sector. They recognize it as key drivers of growth. They also recognize the inflation. They say it has been well below the RBI's tolerance band. The tolerance band is 2 to 6%. And they also say it is expected to be at 4.3% overall for this year. So, the point of content was the quality of data on which this C grade was given. What was a C grade for? The C grade is assigned to the data on national accounts, which covers data on GDP, consumption, income levels. And what was the reason behind C rating, sir? That the data is based on an outdated base year, which is 2011 to 2012, which is 2011 to 2012 is our base year till now. But Government of India is now changing that, and from the next year, we will have a data base year as 2022 to 2023, and from 27th February 2026, this will come into execution. So we are living with data being collected based on the base year 2011-2012. It is because of that we are ranked C. Not for anything else which the government, I heard some honorable member, I don't want to take their name. The language used was astonishing, sir. Said, manipulating through GST, data being collected and misleading data is being provided. None of that. If my base year is old and it is 2011 and 12, and IMF thinks, what is this? Why wouldn't you want to collect it on something very recent? That is why Government of India, after doing intense consultation, has decided from 27th February, we will have the base year come closer to us, which is 22-23. If on that score, IMF says, I rank you C, oh my God, the debate was like, oh, Government of India's data is all bad. IMF has said the whole thing is C grade. Absolutely not. It was for that data base year being owned. It didn't question about the growth figures we've given. On the contrary, they've said you'll be growing at 6.5%. They've actually appreciated our inflation management. So it has to be circumscribed, sir. Also, the wholesale prices used instead of producer prices was also one comment. Mismatched production and expenditure approaches was another observation. So everything belongs to the data collection and keeping it to a base year which is old and outdated. That is which is getting us C grade. But overall, India was rated B on all other fronts, including inflation, government finance, external sector statistics, monetary and financial statistics, and intersectoral consistency. So the median rating that we've got is B. So I would like Supriya ji to be informed about that. Also, not a consolation, but just to put it on a context, many developing countries also have the same medium rating of B, example, China and Brazil. I'm not getting into the others.